Pals Crafts. Welcome back if you've been before, and hi, this is your first time being with me. This is my weekly Wip and Chat where I go on about what's been happening in the Withington household, where we've been, what we've done, who we've seen, you know, the usual stuff. But first I'll tell you what I'm working on. I'm still working on my Ever Moment penguin family, and that is for my mama, because as you know, mama's in the care home and she likes penguins. Well, I'm hoping she's still going to remember that she likes penguins, but I think she'll still like it anyway. So I want to get it done now before the end of October, and then before the end of November, so I can get it framed, but in November, so it can go up to the care home and she can have it in the care home. That's the plan. Right, so I'm going to get my paddy wax. That's going to go under my bum cheek, because I might actually use some paddy wax if this runs out. I might just use some wax, normal. Got a little bit there, which I think is in there. Hang on, let me just clean it off. I think there's paddy wax in it. I can't tell if there's stuff in there or not. You know, when you look at it, you're not sure. Can you see? Hang on, where are you? Does it look like there's stuff in there? Oh, we'll just try it. So I've pulled off me bit of thing, and there's no bubbles in this one. See? No bubbles in that one to repair. There's one down there that I'm going to have to do, but nothing in that one, so we can just work straight on it. So we'll just go straight on to white. So I've got my Ever Moment. I've got my Harbour Freight containers. I've got my Christmas glitter pen, because I'm on a Christmas painting, which I got from Facebook, from Diamond Painting Pens Creation. Love this. And I must show you this, which I've just got in, because this tray's from Shiny Shazza on, and I just got this in, so I thought I'd open it. I like the way that she's got a Shiny Shazza on the paper as well. I ordered this as well, this one. Ooh. That's her details. Look, because the poppies aren't out like they normally are, so that's what I bought, and she's put in a donation to the poppy fund from people that buy this, which I thought was nice. So I think it was about £10, something like that. Well worth it though. As I say, these trays work beautiful. I really like the way that you could just, it's probably the easiest one I've had so far that I actually get them to do that. Because I am absolutely pathetic at trying to get them to do that. So, actually I'm going to put that down my boobs. I've got bigger boobs, and I think, and it's probably warmer under there, because it's uncomfortable where I was sitting on it on my bum. So how's everybody's week going? Is it all right? Have you been okay? Have you been out? Have you got this storm? I think America, you've had a storm, haven't you? I think I can't remember that. Was it Aiden or something? They're about to start again, haven't they? Or something, naming them. The wind's picking up now. We've had torrential rain yesterday. It's died off a bit this morning, but it's building now, ready for the late afternoon into the night, and tomorrow it's going to hit really bad apparently. There's a hitchhiker coconut tray. So Grant's outside working while it's daylight and dry. He's got a commission to make 3 walking sticks, one with a daddy bear on, one with mummy bear on, and one with baby bear on. So, but he's been given blackwood to do it, which is ebony, I think, wood, which is one of the, it's the most expensive wood. Have we got this piece still up there? I'll show you it. Right. Oh my god, and it's heavy. This is it. African blackwood. And it was probably from that end to about there. He's cut that bit off. And for that chunk, 50 quid. Yeah, you heard me. 50 quid. So he's blanked one out. So he's drawn what he wants. And he's going to make that piece chunk of wood into that. So he's got one outside, which is a chunkier one, which is about that wide and about that long. so about that wide and about that long, for Daddy Bear, which he's working on now. But you can't use a lot of his knives and things because they just chip his knives because the wood's so hard. I mean, anybody that sees me on my floss tube will see the African blackwood. We've got loads of statues and got a big huge wooden fire guard thing. We've got them all over the house, and they're all like they're renowned for doing figures. So you have like 50 people all intertwined, all going up into the statue. I mean, I've been to Wangi Market in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, and I've actually seen them working on them, and they make it look so easy, but they use rasps and things to work on them more, and they got big chunky chisel things that they do it, that they've made. But yeah, it's incredible what they make. And like Grant's first time that he's actually worked on it, because we've never bought any because it's so expensive, but the person that he's making the commission for has bought the wood. So he said he had respect for him anyway, the carvers that use this wood in Tanzania, but now he's got even more respect for him, having actually working on it himself. So it'd be quite interesting to see how they turn out. But because of his accident nearly chopping his hand off, I think the vibration is playing havoc with his hand. So I've said to him, because usually he doesn't wear his cut-proof gloves and stuff when he's just using the rasps and stuff. He usually does it when he's using the knives, but I said maybe put it on, it might take some of the shock out of it on his hand. So he's trying it out there now. So we'll see how he gets on with that. But that's going to be interesting, you know. But I say he's got 3 of that to do. And of course daylight now is just really weekends, because he goes to work, it's dark. He comes home, it's dark. So he has to do, and because he's got the way he's got to work, it's got to be in a clamp. I did say he could drill a hole in my kitchen table if he wanted to, and he could put a clamp on here. There's a little one there, look. Because this kitchen table that I'm on, when we made it, we both sat in our old garage, chopped up all the wood to the lengths we want. We stuck it all together. Me and him made this table together. Because I wanted a working table. I wanted a table that you could colour on. The kids could be able to colour on, because I was determined they were going to colour, because I never did. And draw on and bake on and do woodworking on, and if it got coloured or chipped or cut or anything, it didn't matter, because it was going to be a working table. Because you couldn't do anything on my mum's table. She was very good, but her dining room table was like shiny polish, so you weren't allowed. You had to be really careful what you did on it. So I didn't want that. I wanted it to be a working table, which it is. So I said he could drill a hole in it. He said, I'm not doing that. I'm not going that far. And we designed the ironwork, because it's iron base. And we designed it with the twists and the cannonball ends and things. And then we got a blacksmith to make it for us. So it's quite unique. But yeah, he didn't want to drill a hole in it. He drilled a hole in my little coffee table that he made me in the front room, though. He did that near enough straight away. He said, well, it's only a little coffee table. I can knock one of them up. I said, no, it's fine. We're a crafty family, so it doesn't matter. I'm not one for possessions, I must admit. I like nice things, don't get me wrong. But I've been brought up grafting. Grant's been brought up grafting. I've grafted all my life. It's only since I've become physically unable to that I haven't. So I've never been one for possessions and things. So I don't mind that the table's got cuts and chunks out of it. And I think Jessie even soldered a bit of something on it once. And then with Grand's wood burning tool, I think either her or Millie carved their name in the table as well when they were small. Yeah, that was something else. But yeah. But I enjoy it because you can just do whatever craft you want out here and not have to worry. I didn't want them to be doing crafts and things and thinking, oh my god, I've got to be so careful, and what happens if it spills, you know, water spills on the table, or we draw on it, or I just want them to be able to, and I'm glad it did, because they're all very, very, will go out and try most things now. And the two girls are very arty, and Joshua's very arty when he puts his mind to it. It's just, he just finds it difficult with the dyspraxia to draw and things, but he is quite talented when he puts his mind to it. You can hear the wind starting to pick up. So I hope you've all got a drink. I have got my faithful hot juice today. My throat's a bit dry today. I don't know if I told you that I had a lump in my mouth, and I've had it since about May, and it's up where your jaw, top of your jaw is. So it's not actually on the gums, but it's on the jaw, and it's slightly, and because our dentist wasn't about for months and you can't get in because it's emergencies only, and it wasn't hurting, and it hasn't been hurting since May, but it started to grow and it started to really hurt. I mean, it can't say it didn't hurt, it was uncomfortable, you know, it was pain, but pain that you can bear, do you know what I mean? It wasn't uncomfortable that you couldn't bear. Well, the last week and a half it was getting to the stage where it's really, really getting, you know, where I'm not managing it very well. So I gave them a ring and they said, yeah, come in Thursday, we're only doing emergencies only because of it being shut down, or if anybody's in pain we'll see them. So I goes in. He said, oh, we've had a letter from your consultant about some old fillings that you have need to be redone. I said, yeah, he did say. So he had a good old poke around the other side of my mouth, which made them really sensitive. And then he said, well, that broken tooth, we ought to think about fixing that. I said, no, we'll leave it until everything settles. And then he looked at the lump and he went, oh my God. He said, how long have you had this? I said, May, maybe a bit before. He said, you should have told us what this lump was like. And I said, well, it's, you know, not really bothering me. He said, no, because he said it's been eaten into the bone. He said, you've got an abscess. I said, well, I pretty much gathered that. He said, how have you managed the pain? And I said, well, I'm used to pain. He said, and then he read my history. He said, yeah, I can see why. You've got quite a few painful conditions. He said, but that must have been agony. And I said, well, to be truthful, I said, I've had worse abscesses where I've been screaming and asking somebody to knock me out. I said, this one hasn't been, but I said, the last 2 days, I said, it's starting to get like that. So he took the x-ray, both sides of my mouth, to see what was going on, make sure it hadn't spread. Well, it has spread. It's spread. Because he said, have you had earache or sinuses? I said, yeah. I said, last night I was awake. I said, I had earache. I said, my head was hurting in my temple. I said, my sinuses are hurting. He said, yeah, the infection has spread. He said, it's spread along the bone. He said, so you've got a nice little piece in your bone that's been eaten away. So I said, oh God. He said, no. I said, what are we going to do? He said, well, the tooth, he said, you could have a root canal, but he said, that's not really going to fix it. He said, it'll fix it for a while and then it'll start to creep back. He said, or you can have the extraction. I said, get it out. Just get it out like you did the other one. I said, because you know I'm prone to getting abscess with my teeth. And I said, and I've had one root canal before and I said it didn't work. So I said, I'm not going to go down that route again. So he said, I could do it today. I said, right, okay. He said, but he said, I could give you all the injections under the sun. He said, but I can't guarantee they'll work. He said, because the infection is so bad and the swelling is so large. He said, I don't think I would be able to numb it. He said, so your best bet is, he said, I'll give you a course of antibiotics for a week. He said, take him a really strong dose 3 times a day. He said, and hopefully by next Thursday, the swelling should be enough down. He said, for us to get this tooth out. He said, although it'll be, I said, is it going to be easier than the last one? He said, well, I've got more of the tooth that I can grab. He said, the last one just broke, didn't it? And I said, yeah. He said, no, this one should be. He said, and they don't look as twisted, your roots, as they were. He said, they're slightly twisted, but not nowhere near like your last one. So I said, no, just take it out. Just take it out. So we agreed. So I'm on antibiotics 3 times a day. Of course, all my teeth hurt because when I'm stressed now, apparently I go into clenching my teeth at night. So I haven't slept for 2 nights because my teeth hurt from doing it. And every time I eat, I got to eat really, really slowly and can't bite down fully at the moment until it settles. But he said the antibiotics will hopefully help all that as well, make everything die down. And then poor old Granty boy, who's absolutely petrified. And when I mean petrified, he's not scared of much as my husband, you know, and he'll tackle most things. But the dentist, oh no, he has got a fear of dentists, and I've never seen him like it. You know, he knew he's had a tooth out before, which was horrendous for him. So he knew what was coming. And poor thing, he was in a state. But this should have been taken out beginning of the lockdown, his tooth. Do you remember he was in the chair to have it taken out in March? And because it's so painful. And the text came through to say halt all procedures. They couldn't proceed. So he's been on antibiotics on and off since March to try and suppress it. So yesterday was the day that he finally got it out. And he was a brave little soldier, I told him. He said it was awful, but he said it was so painful. But he said, oh my God, the relief now. He said, I can't believe how much better I feel. He said, without that throbbing pain all the time. I said, I told you. I said, you overcome your fear? He said, nope, I won't be going back until I have to. I said, well, hopefully, I said, you won't have to go through this again. I said, because he's got 2 fillings I think he's got to go back for. When they're out of lockdown, they'll let him know, but he can have 2 fillings. But they're not urgent or anything. He said they're just going to keep up to date with his fillings so they don't get to the stage where he's got to have a tooth out. So yeah, so I give my husband, he needs a little gold star, bless him, for being a brave soldier. Yeah, so we were both on Thursday a bit because of the dentist. So that was that. Joshua phoned, what day did he phone? Saturday. Yeah. Mum, I think I've got corona. I said, oh my bloody God, what do you mean? I think I have got the virus. Why? He said, well, 2 of my flatmates, they're self-isolating because they got tagged by Track and Trace in the week that they'd been near somebody that's been positive for the coronavirus. He said, and they're not feeling very well. I said, oh, bloody hell. I said, how are you feeling? And he said, well, sorry, I was just moving the paddy wax a bit then. He said, I've got a terrible cough. He said, continuous cough. He said, but apart from that, he said, I feel fine. But he said, I've been self-isolating. He said, but I've booked in for a test today. He said, he said, I can't do this for 2 weeks. He said, I need to know one way or the other whether I've got it or not. So he booked in for a test. Oh, it's Happy Talk of the Devil. Booked in for a test. Can't remember what time it was. I think it was 5 o'clock or something like that. And then he would get the test results within 2 days, which wasn't too bad, which would have been on the Monday. So all weekend we were worried about him. But thankfully Monday they phoned him pretty early actually, probably just before dinner, to say no, he was negative. So he convinced the 2 girls then, I think you should go because I think you both got flu. Because like they were all mixed in their flat. Because there's 5 of them. I thought there was 6, but there's 5 of them because the 6th one didn't turn up. So there's 5 of them in their bubble. They get on really, really well. And they go off together and do stuff. So they got tested on Monday, and theirs come back negative. So they'd got. So it was established that they both got the flu. They both caught the flu, and I think Joshua's is just a bit of a chesty cough. Excuse me, as I start coughing. So but I think it gave them all a bit of a scare. I mean, they've all been very good in his flat, to be fair. They've all masked up, gloved up. using all the sprays and whatever when they go anywhere, and they stay in their bubbles and they don't mix or whatever. But like the girls had been in some lecture. Josh was lucky that all his lectures are online at the moment, but the girls had one lecture I think that wasn't online, and apparently that's where it happened or something, I don't know. But yeah, so we're highly relieved on that. But you don't want your kids getting it, do you? So I think he'll be coming home soon. I think he's missing home and giving him a bit. He said he didn't bother. I said, oh, did it worry? No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So he'd had to cancel his second tattoo he was having on Saturday. And so he rebooked it in. Was it yesterday? What day was it? Wednesday? No, Wednesday, I think. No, Thursday. Thursday he had it, I think. Yeah, Thursday. He had the tattoo then, so I said, I think we better stop now. 2 in like just over 2 weeks. Enough's enough. But it is, isn't it? If anybody's had tattoos, they know that feeling where you have one and you have the second, you just want more and more, don't you? But he's had them, one on that side and one on that side, and I did say to him when he was having the second one, I said, you've got to remember you've got to think about what career you're going to go into, and will they allow the tattoos, and also the type of tattoos you're having, you know, some bloody name of a band or something, I don't know, that he's got on the one arm, and I don't know what it is, up and beyond me. But I said, at least you had it done on the underarm, so it's not in your face sort of thing. But I said, you do need to think of these things, Josh. Don't nag. I said, I'm not nagging. I'm just, you know, just saying. Because I said, once it's on there, that's it. You can't bloody rub it off. I know. I said, I know, but I said, I wouldn't be your mum if I didn't say these things. Do you know what I mean? That's what mums and dads do, isn't it? Point out the things that they might not realise for themselves. So that's my news on Josh. So I said, if he comes home, I said to the girls, you know, he'll have his room back. Oh, bloody hell, Mum. I said, I know, but it is his room at the end of the day. You know, oh, shoot, I just separated them and they fell. That's it. You know, he's kindly letting you use his room while he's not here. So the girls have got schooling from home next week. It's the first time it's been done from home, because usually they just email the work, but I think they're actually having lessons online. So I've had to get Jessie a Chromebook because hers will not switch on. It's a fault. I think I told you, didn't I? There's a fault on the make, that the battery doesn't charge and it doesn't switch on. And I had it repaired, but Jessie was too scared to tell me after 2 weeks, so it went again. So when she did tell me, it was 2 weeks out of warranty. So I couldn't do nothing. So I said, I'm not buying that one again. So I've got her the same as Millie's got, an Acer. And had such really good reviews, so we really went into the reviews and Trustworthy Pilot, and had a look and all different online review things to see if it was an okay one, and it seems to be. And I've insured it, so if anything goes wrong with it, it's covered, because they'll both need. They did say she could do it through her Xbox, but then I'd still have to buy a keyboard and whatever for her to use through the Xbox. So there is a way of doing it through the PlayStation or an Xbox. But yeah. So Jessie was made up because she didn't know that she was getting it. So when it came this morning, I told her, she did have a few tears. So she's up there on it now. Putting Zoom, she's got to put Zoom on. Moodle, whatever that is, the Hub, and Teams or something. They're the three things, the main things I think they use. They're not sure whether they're going to use Zoom or not. So I said, well, it's getting a bit close. We need to know exactly what they're using. So hopefully they should get emails today or tomorrow to say how they register on Monday, because they've got to do registration. Click in for registration at 10 to 9. I said to him, we'll just play it by ear, we'll just go with the flow. I said, we ain't going to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's alright to just look in. Oh, I managed to finish my Dark Queen of the Soul. I get it. Part 2, look guys. If you haven't seen my floss tube, look. Part 2 is finished. 1400 stitches. Well, no, was it 1200 stitches on this to finish it? That was just that bit. I had to do a lot of stitches on that to finish, but it's ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new drop of it, if you didn't know. Autumn Lane Stitchery. So they've got the drop tomorrow, 1st of November, so I'm all ready to go. So I think I did my record stitching this week. What did I say? It was over 1400 stitches between doing that one and, was it Southern Star I did? So I was quite happy with that, because that's a lot of stitches for me, because I'm really slow. You know, by the time somebody's done 200 stitches, I've probably done 50. Do you know what I mean? So I was dead chuffed with myself that I managed to finish part 2 with a few days to spare as well, which was nice. So when it drops tomorrow, I think I'll just make up all the floss and get it all ready. Print out what I need to print out. Put it on Pattern Keeper. What I need to put on there. And then probably start it. I don't know whether I'll start it or not next week, because I want to do, because I've done these project bags which I need to start making up to send off, but I've still got, as I said to you last week, I've still got some to make, and I haven't had a chance this week because I wanted to finish that part 2. But I want to make some, is it box bottoms, you know, where they have the bottom like that on them, and then they come up to a normal sort of top thing. So I've been watching loads of YouTube videos on it, and I've bought some interfacing to make them a bit more sturdy. I think I'm going to have a go at that. I don't know. Gran says, oh, just go for it. If it don't work out, you could have the bag. Which is right enough, isn't it? If it doesn't work out, I can have it. But I won't do it on the material. I bought certain material for certain people, so I won't do it on that material. I'll have to do it on something that I'm not bothered if it does go wrong. You know, if you know what I mean. I mean, all the material I've got is nice, but it'll have to be one that I've got enough of, if you know what I mean. Or I might make it out of bits. I don't know. I haven't figured that much out yet. And I'm not sure how to do the interfacing, but apparently it's iron-on interfacing, so that should be fun. Because I had to ask Therese, because I didn't know whether I should supposed to get wadding or whether the interface will be okay. So she told me to go to fit interfacing first, she thought, and then have a look and see how it feels and looks, and then go from there, because she had said the wadding's more for quilting. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it a go, because I don't want to complicate matters even more. So I'm just moving the laptop around so it doesn't switch off, because the light pad's connected to it. Yeah, so I'm hoping to have a go at that after. Well, I probably won't do it today now, because I'm going to have to this after. Well, once I finish this, my dad bought me a load of cooking apples. He wants Millie to make the apple crumble, which will probably end up me making the apple crumble, because she'll probably get bored. So, excuse me for coughing. I've got a terrible dry throat. So I've got a big bag of apples to do that, and I bought some foil little dish things with the lids so I can make him. And I have cheated. I have bought crumble mix, because I thought I can't be bothered to make crumble mix, because I was watching Bake Off last night, one I missed, which was pastry week from last week. And they were doing Cornish pasties, and we've just come back from Cornwall, haven't we? So oh, you can make Cornish pasties. So I'm going to, this afternoon, I'm going to make Cornish pasties and corned beef pasties. Well, corned beef, mashed potato pasties, and then more of the traditional corned beef, not corned beef, Cornish pasty, which is done with beef, bits of beef. So I've got some cubed beef, which I'll cut up even finer. But I'll probably use the scissors because I find using a scissors is easier than a knife to cut it up into bits. And I've cheated again, I bought the short crust pastry because I can't make pastry to save my life. My pastry is always really tough. I can never seem to get pastry just right. So it was only £1 a pack, so I thought, right, I'm buying it. And all you've got to do is roll it out. It is quite thick. They say you can use it like that, but I don't like pastry really thick, so I'm going to roll it a bit thinner. None of us like really thick pastry. Excuse me. Do apologise. That juice repeating on me. Can't hide nothing on a Wip and Chat, can you? Oh, it's so quiet. It's just gone really eerily quiet here. The wind has just died then. As if it's ready to build right back up again. Oh, that's it. I had my TSA came this week, my Phoenix. So that should go with my dragon sword when I get round to doing it. Also my Star Wars, I'd ordered a Halloween one, which is Once Upon a Dream. A little girl with a cat, and she's dressed up as, you know, with pumpkins all round her. So that's going to have to wait till next year. I think that's around, that one is. Because as I say, it's Halloween today, so there's no way I'm going to do any of them. So I'm also waiting for DAC's afternoon tea. That's been dispatched, so I should get that at the end of next week. Probably this time next week. Usually takes between 7 and 10 days when it's been dispatched. So that's on the stitching. My gnome. If anybody watched my floss tube, I asked everybody on my floss tube if they vote on, let me know what material they thought. I showed 2 materials. Only 2 people commented. Rachel and Angie. So they both said to use the dyed fabrics. I think that's what I'm going to do because I love the gnomes. They were £3 something for a pattern, the gnomes are. From Etsy, Creative House Pattern, I think it's called. On Etsy, and it was £3.60, £3.40, somewhere around there for the gnomes. So I've got a red one, a blue one. I did have the Halloween one, but that'll have to wait till next year. And then it's sort of like just the faces in a ring and the hats. But I've just been on there now, and they've got a tartan one which I quite like. They have got loads on there. It's not just 1 or 2. There's loads of different. So if you like gnomes, I don't like garden gnomes. That's not my cup of tea at all. But these type of gnomes are. I just think they're really cute. But I want to start the Christmas red one. So I sorted them all out into a bag yesterday after I did my floss tube. So I put both fabrics in there. But seeing there's 2 people, Rachel and Angie, said to do the dyed one. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to fill some of these in. So that's that on my stitching. I don't think I'm going to be... I think I'll probably do that on the dark sal. I did do a little bit on my Southern Star last night when I was talking to my school friends. But I haven't got any plans to do any more on that one. As I say, I only diamond paint really on my Wip and Chat and on my Sunday Live. They're about the only 2 days that, or if I'm up in the night. I did do a bit on my dragon sword, not last night, the night before. I think about 3:30 in the morning I came down and did about an hour. Oh look, because it doesn't bother anybody else, it's quiet, you just sit in here and doodle on it. I'll just read. I got a list here of what I wanted. Anybody else, I had to write a list today of what I wanted to say on my Wip and Chat because my memory this week is absolutely diabolical. You know, it's just awful, it is. So I thought, just write. I should do that every week. It'd probably be easier, wouldn't it? Because very often I get off the live and I think, oh God, I was going to talk about that. Oh, I was going to talk about that. See, that's my notes. Just scribbled on a piece of paper. Oh, how many minutes are we in? 35. Oh, that's not bad for me, is it? 35 minutes. Now, Lily Lou is doing okay. She was a little bit sick. Was it yesterday morning? She woke up and she had this yellow foam stuff. She was sick. But Gran said she was licking some grass the night before when she went for a walk. So that's never a good sign. So he said, we know she gets bellyache from the pancreas anyway. But if she licked the wrong type of grass to eat. I said, did she eat it? He said, no, she licked it and then she moved on and found some other grass to eat. So whether something was on that, I don't know. No grass came up in her stomach though. But you tell she was unwell because she didn't even eat her chicken for about an hour after it had been put down. And she only ate it then because the cat went to eat some of it. And she was like, no. So she left her kibble and just ate the chicken. But she seems better today. She went straight in and ate her stuff today. So I can't grumble. Oh, that's falling out. Right, should we get the paddy wax out and see if it's soft enough? Oh, it smells nice. Nice. All I do is get a needle and just scrape out and put it on a tray. These are doll needles, these are, I think they're called. Oops. Right, that's the idea of that. Let's see if it works. Oh, we've got buttercream pie. Oh no, butter pecan pie. Is it butter pecan pie? Yeah. Does it get one out? Yes. So I literally just pushed it in because it's soft and it just filled up nicely. So put it back in the bag and back in the boobs in case, because I am heavy places, so I do sometimes have to do it more than once. Fill my pen up because I'm so heavy handed. But I don't care because that happens on every glue that I've had behind the boobies, and off to go again. So yeah, so Lily Lou, I think she's out with her dad. Either that or she sat on the settee sulking because I've shut the door in here. Otherwise she's in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out all the time. Drives me to despair. You know, she doesn't want to go anywhere particular. She just likes to go in and see where her dad is and come back here, see where I'm doing, and go upstairs, see what the girls are doing. But usually the doors are all left open, so... But, yeah. And she does cry like a baby, bless her. She lets you know. She makes you suffer. She does make you suffer, bless her little heart. Yeah, I got an appointment tomorrow for a phone call with my consultant to do my jaw, so hopefully we'll have some answers on that. But then they sent me a letter saying, oh, you want to go to the hospital for an appointment. No, I'm not. You phoned me and told me it's a phone consultation, so I'm staying here. So, because I did phone them and say, but nobody would answer the phone. I kept going to answering phone yesterday morning when I got the letter. So I left a message to tell them. You said it's a phone consultation and we're in lockdown and not supposed to travel. And you want me to travel over an hour away. And it might not even be the appointment, you might have sent the letter wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, no. I shan't be going anywhere tomorrow. I don't want to be out and about. I want to be home in my own little bubble. I'm quite happy here. You know, just get my shopping and home. I've always been more of a homebody anyway, but more so now. I think I said to Dad, I phoned Dad earlier. He's got some paperwork that needs sorting to do with Mum. So I said either come down this afternoon or tomorrow. He said, oh, you know, I'm not supposed to. I said, you're in my bubble and I'm your carer. And I said, anyway, you live on your own. You're allowed to go to somebody's house. So I said, so we are your somebody's house and I am your daughter. So I said, come down. So I said, he's either going to come down this afternoon or he'll probably come down tomorrow afternoon. Depends if there's any good sport on telly that you can watch. If there's any horse racing or something you can watch like that, or motor racing or darts or snooker or something, he's happy. But he can sit in his chair and watch that. So yeah, that's about all my news for the week, I think. So when you're at home, the girls are usually up in their room talking to their mates, and Millie's been doing a load of schoolwork. She's been doing extra on RE because she wasn't sure whether she was supposed to do comments or something, she calls it, on this one piece that they're doing. So she decided that she was going to do it just in case they don't have exams. Well, I'm not sure if it was last night or Monday they're going to say whether these kids have got to go for an exam. They're thinking it's going to be assessments only. Don't think there'll be any summer exams. So I said, well, I hope they come up with the result because these kids need to know where they stand. But Millie's one for she'd rather do too much work than not enough work, which is quite a good attitude to have. You know, where Jessie is more, I'll just do what I need to do and that's it. I am very lucky they follow their dad and they're both very, very smart. You know, I mean, their brothers did well, so. But yeah, so I feel for Mel because she has been worrying about it. And I said, well, you come out with all A stars, A's and B's, so do you know what I mean? So I said, you'll be fine. And the exams that they took some like mock type of exams just in case before we went into half term, and she had B for one, A+ for another on her sciences. I don't think she got results of the other one. Another exam she got an A. So I said to her, you know, you're doing okay. Just keep going the way you're going. Be conscientious of your work. I said, you'll be fine. So, I tell you what, she has allowed me, guys. She's allowed me to open my Secret Santa box. I'm going to do it on, she said you can do it on your Wip and Chat because everybody else has been opening theirs that she's seen. So she said I could open mine but can do it on the Wip and Chat. From a load of us did Elfster for Secret Santa this year. We were talking about it on my live, and then Rachel very kindly and Mrs. C very kindly, well, Rachel got it up set up, Mrs. C's on the admin on it, and everybody joined that wanted to join. I think there's about 24 of us, something like that joined it and did the Secret Santa. I sent mine off. So if we were doing America, mine was American, but we didn't have to worry about postage because you put on your wish lists like Amazon links. So then if somebody from a different country was given you, because you did like a random draw thing, who got who, you could just order it from their Amazon, which was great. So you could still, you know, you didn't have to worry then, and then they delivered it from their Amazon, which worked out great because you didn't have to worry about postage and packaging being through the roof. So I'm going to get it actually, because if I don't do it, I've been dying to see what's in it. mostly on my list. Let me just put this to one side. I'll turn that off. Right. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I'll get you a box. I put mostly colouring stuff on mine. And I'll have to get this wax out because I know it's there. It's irritating me now. Right. Here's the box, look. Oh, sorry. I might have to lift you up a bit because it's such a big box. Look. Amazon. Now, I haven't even finished opening it. All I got to do was that, and she took it off me. She went like that, looked in. She said, looks like a gift box. You're not having it. Took it off me. So, yeah. That's my Millie Moo. Right, I'm going to stand up for this one. I'm going to do a chair scraping. I've never had... I don't know if the one I sent to America had it in a gift bag. Because he asked if somebody had sent him something. So I don't think it went in a gift bag. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Let's get that out of the way. Because I know I've sent gift bags before, said I want it as a gift in Britain, and they've never got it as a gift in a gift bag. So I think they're pretty lazy around here. Ah, thank you. Right, let's have a look. Merry Christmas from Elster Secret Santa. And that should say the same. Merry Christmas, Secret Santa. Oh my God, look. Oh, there's two. There's a bag there and a bag there. How lucky am I? Now, the first thing that I wanted, which I hope this is, it's going to sound stub, but it was only like £2 something, is a Prismacolor black. I haven't got any Prismacolor pencils, but I'm always using black, so I thought, well, what better? I can't afford Prisma, so I'll just have a black one, and then I can say I've got Prisma. Oh, these bags are so thick. Oh my God, these, even the bags, they're such good quality. It is. Oh, thank you. It's Polychromos Faber-Castell. That's it, it's Faber-Castell. Because I was trying to get, that was it. I was trying to get Prismacolor, but we couldn't get them singly over here on Amazon. So Faber-Castell did them. And I can't afford Faber-Castell Promo Colors because Polychromos. So I had to choose. But black, what better colour? Because everybody uses black in their colouring, don't they? To do the shading. Oh, so excited. So I'm going to be colouring with that after. Thank you, my Secret Santa. Let me have a look. What's in this letter? One of these letters here. Oh, I've just thrown it all on the floor. A gift note from Laura. Oh, Laura, thank you. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I'll have to put a note on to say thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. I love these bags. I'll be repurposing them if that's all right. What's in this one? It's got to be books because I asked for some books. Oh, she's not. Oh my flipping God, she has. Look what she's got me, guys. She's got me Seasons. Hannah Carson, I love. I've got the, can't think what the pink one's called. I've only got one of hers. And this one has been in my wish list on Amazon for over a year. It's proper like a book, but look at these. Look at these. I'll just flick through it. How stunning is these? Look at that dog and cat. That's my Lily and that's my Molly. They're the two that will tolerate. Molly will tolerate Lily. Ellie won't. Thank you so much. Oh my God, look. Oh. Look at that, pumpkins and things. And the acorns. Are they turnips? Are they a turnip or a beetroot? Oh, spidders. I don't like spidders. Oh, this is better. I've not seen every page in one of these books. Oh my God, look at it. Look at that, birds. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You put these things on your wish list, but you always find something else you have to buy for somebody else, don't you? And it stays in your wish list and you think one day, and I got it. Oh, so thank you. And I've still got one gift. Can't believe that. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is going to be my really useful gift, this is. Hang on, guys. Yes. Oh, thank you, darling. I really appreciate it. I needed another pencil case. Look. It's got putty cats on it. No, let me get into it. Oh, and it's in a proper bag. Like, don't usually get them in a proper bag. That can be reusable. But look, it's got a pocket there. Right. Quite deep as well. But look at this. As you can get into it. This is cowline. Sort your life out. Oh, and I didn't realise it's got that. And it's got the zip there. Didn't realise that. Look, it's got a zip there. Even better. Because I have got the Arteza one, but they've only got the 2 designs. But what I like about these is it's got the wide bands. A lot of these pencil cases are only got the bands that will only just fit. You know, there'd be one band there, one band there, one band there. So you'd have like 3 bands of elastic. Whereas this one, you can put your thick pens. Like you could even put your diamond painting pens in one of these. Look. So if you had diamond painting pens and you wanted to store them away. Now, how clever is that? So you could use one of them for that or just for your pencils. And store like 3 pencils or 2 pencils. Or you ever, what they called, alcohol ink pens, because they're quite chunky. But you get them there, them there, them, that. I think it'll fit 120, 140, somewhere around there. Pencils in about that size thickness. But, oh yes, look at that. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Laura. And thank you, Elston. And thank you, Rachel, for setting it up. My Secret Santa, I love you. Oh, look at them little pussycats. Billy will be trying to get this off me. No way. No way, it's mine. It's mine. So with that, for my Whip and Chat, I'm going to love you and leave you because I want to go and play now with these things that I've got. So please, please, if you haven't subscribed and you'd love to stay and listen to me prattle on about other things or see my diamond paintings, my colouring, my cross stitching or my live on a Sunday, hit the button down below. And if you hit the bell, it will notify you when I put these things up. All my information's down below if you want to leave a comment, and please do. Because I love answering them and reading them, or on my social media, everything's down below, so all the information you need, my Happy Mail, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, all down below. So with that said, on this Saturday where the sun's just come out, which is even better, please look after yourselves, take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Love you guys.